So today, yes, we are finishing the boat Batmobile floating thing. I don't really know what to call it. Floating Power Wheels, amphibious vehicle of some sort. There's a few things we got to do to it today to get it fully ready to test it out in the water, make sure the paddles work, make sure it drives, and much more. Let me show you what we got to do. So what I'm wanting to do to this is probably get some sort of cutout that'll fit onto the rim, which I'll then put our paddles on, and I'm going to show you what all of my ideas are in a second. I want to add, like I stated in the previous video, some sort of floating device on the back, because as you see, when the kids are sitting, they're going to be right here. All the weight is going to be to the back. So we need to put one more floaty to prevent it from wanting to do wheelies in the water. But other than that, I think this thing is ready to rock. And as you probably see behind me, there is a huge disaster. It's a half of a tractor. Most tractors are full. This is a half of a tractor, and let me show you why. So there's stuff everywhere. We got hoods, we got weights, we've got axles, we got the diesel tank. Did you think a diesel tank was this big? It's a big old diesel tank. Holds a lot of fuel in that thing, but what a wreck. So what's happening on this tractor, the main hydraulic pump that runs basically everything on the tractor, it went kaput. So it's time to replace it, and it's not easy to get to, as you can tell. Gotta take off the axle. Well, also, this is pretty worn out in here, so they're gonna get that redone also. But it's a mess, and it does not look fun. Looks like a lot of dirty work, doesn't it? But here we are. But who cares about tractors? We have more important projects, and that's the Batmobile. So let's get started on this. I want to get the rims cut out first. I think I'm going to do wood. Let me go see what we can find. So I'm kind of thinking something similar to this, just a nice little thin piece of wood, nothing too heavy duty. The rims are 7 inches, and wow, look at there, a 7-inch disc. So we get this, we trace out our circle, kind of like so, cut it out, and then we'll have a rim. So there we have it. Now we got ourselves 2 rims. And if you're curious what this is for, so this is what we're gonna use to attach the paddles to, because I don't wanna attach it to the tire itself. I don't wanna drill holes in the tire. That's gonna make it wanna hold water, things like that. So we're gonna attach it to this and screw it into these little spots in the rim. I think that's the best route. And then we can take this off anytime we want. Add it, take it off, things like that. So now that we have this cut out, let me show you my thoughts on what I'm gonna attach to this to kind of give us that nice little propel in the water that won't touch the dirt. That's gonna kind of work for everything. So yes, you might be thinking, what is this, just a little plastic cereal bucket? No. Well, yes, you are right. That is what it is, but we have better uses for this, and that's a paddle. So I'm gonna cut this in half, and then I'll show you some more. So while it won't hold cereal anymore, it will help us paddle through the water. So what I'm gonna do, screw both of these into the wood, just like so. That way when this is turning, we have something that's gonna try and push and propel the Batmobile forward through the water, kind of like a propeller, but also kind of not. But I think this should work. It's kind of the easiest, most cost-efficient, lightweight way to do this, and I think it's gonna work. And if you're a little confused, don't worry. We're gonna put this on right now, and then I'll attach the paddles onto this, test it out, and hopefully it works. I think it's going to. I'm very excited for this. All right, it's coming along. Let me show you where we're at. I think it's gonna work. I might be more excited for this than the kids, which I don't know if this is a good thing, concerning, or what, but I'm very excited for this, so let's take a look. So it's not quite finished, but we got the wood mounted to the rim itself, and then we got the plastic little propeller things mounted to the wood, and it's gonna work just like a paddle, because once this spins, it's gonna spin in this direction, and this is what it's gonna be that grabs the water and wants to throw it and propel the thing forward. And let me go ahead and give you a little demo. So it moves at a high rate of speed, right? And I feel like that's really gonna churn through that water. I think this thing almost might just go as fast in the water as it does in the land, which I'm excited about, but we're not finished. We still gotta add some floaties to the back of this thing, try and test it out and see where we're at. But let's try and get some floaties on the back, because I have a feeling once they get in it, it's gonna wanna do this and do wheelies. So we gotta add something to the back to try and help a little bit. So my thought is, since we have a nice little gap here and we have some more of these floaties, I'm gonna try and shove another one in here, get it all taped up. It's probably gonna extend a little bit, but that'll give it a little bit of that tail thing to try and help it from doing wheelies in the water. All right, I got this one chopped off the nose. That way it should fit in there, I hope. Come on, slide in there. Oh, perfect fit. Did I cut it too small? Or wait, I didn't cut it a little bit more? Actually, it fits pretty good. So that's kind of the way it's gonna sit. And we'll get it taped up where it looks nice and neat, but I think that's gonna help on the back end. So there you have it. I think the Batmobile is ready to go. I I think there's about an 80% chance it works as fully as intended. The paddles look great. I think these are gonna work. It's screwed down there very good. The floating devices is very good. We got the back piece put on, a little extension on the back. If I'm being honest, the only thing I think that might not work is the weight to the back. I still don't know if this is gonna be enough to kind of counteract the kids. Because I think about it, there's only 2 floaties back here and there's a lot in the front. So that's the only concern I have, but there's no really easy spot to add on more floaties, find a good spot for it. The way it is kinda the best I can do for now. I might have to reconstruct the whole rear end if I wanna make it a little different. So that's my only concern. I think there's about a 20% chance it doesn't work, but I'm liking my chances. I think it looks good. Unfortunately though, for me and you, is I'm at the farm by myself, so I don't really have anyone to test this with, record me, record the kids. I'm by myself. I'm a lone rider today, so there's not much I can do. So if you wanna watch this, it's too cold. I'm not getting in the water today. So don't you blame me. Watch this, Hudson's Playground, whenever it warms up, we're gonna try this bad boy out and I'm very excited. The kids don't know about it, but I know they are gonna absolutely love it. They love the water, they love the mud, as you guys know, and they're gonna love this. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Any ideas down below? We're gonna start on more stuff soon, I promise, once maybe the blown up tractor gets fixed though. So thank you guys for watching.